What's going on, guys? Today we're talking about the 16 rich person mentalities that most people don't have, from the book Secrets of the Millionaire Mind. If you haven't seen part 1 of this video, make sure to check it out. And at the end of this video, you'll find out how much money does Warren Buffett make in a single day. It's much more than you probably think. In the first part of this video, we went from point 1 to point 7, so we're starting off with number 8. The rich are bigger than their problems. As Eker says, being rich is not a stroll in the park. It holds a lot of problems, hassles, and responsibilities. Most people are unwilling to deal with them. Those with a poor person mentality will do almost anything to avoid problems, and in doing so, they create another: financial limits. The secret, as Eker says, is not to shy away from problems, but to grow yourself so you become bigger than your problems. The bigger the problems, the more you will have to grow to conquer them. Number 9. Rich people are willing to promote themselves, their values, and their products. The poor think negatively about selling and promotion. This is very important. I haven't seen any successful person who doesn't acknowledge the importance of selling. Most of them believe that selling is the basis of every business. Unfortunately, a lot of unsuccessful people think negatively of selling and promotion. Just like rich people, salespeople have a negative image to the poor. Have you ever heard, salespeople are just liars, they just want your money? Resenting promotion and selling is one of the biggest obstacles of success. It's quite difficult to create a great income or develop a business when you're not willing to let people know that you and your product exist. Even at your job, if you're not willing to promote what you're good at, someone else will promote their own skills and pass you on the corporate ladder. Question: what can you do to bring attention to your business, your product, or your skills? Number 10. Rich people are excellent receivers. Poor people are poor receivers. The rich are completely comfortable receiving rewards or payments for the value they give. I remember when I was a kid, my parents would say, if you do something nice for someone, do it without seeking anything in return, which was great advice, and it taught me to be generous and to help others. But unconsciously, it also taught me you should not receive anything for the value you give. For me, it made it very hard when I started my first business. I felt bad charging people for my services. Another reason why the poor are bad receivers is because many times they feel like they are not good enough. Like I've said in the past, the world will typically accept the price tag you put on yourself. If you don't think you're good enough, other people won't either. There is nothing wrong with receiving. Like Eker says, for every giver, there must be a receiver. And for every receiver, there must be a giver. It's an equal trade. Number 11. Rich people choose to get paid based on results. The poor choose to get paid based on time. Notice the keyword choose. This is a decision made by both the rich and the poor. Many people are paid by the hour, but there's a problem. There are only 24 hours in a day. Even if you never sleep, you can only work 24 hours in a day. And now you have a limit on your income, which makes it hard, if not impossible, to build wealth. The rich try to deliver the maximum amount of value to the maximum amount of people by using the minimum amount of their time and resources. Most wealthy people achieve this by having a business. Most businesses fall into two main categories: a product-based business and a service-based business. A product-based business is typically easier and faster to scale because many parts of this business can be easily delegated, like production, distribution, and shipping. For example, let's say that you are in the pen business and you get an order of 50,000 pens. You just pick up your phone, call your supplier, and enjoy your profits. The second type of business is a service-based business. If you are a massage therapist, for example, and you get 50,000 clients, you will not be able to profit from all of them because you are selling your time. The challenge of a service-based business is to leverage yourself or duplicate yourself in order to multiply the value you deliver while saving time. Question: what can you do right now to increase the value you deliver? And here's a Warren Buffett fact: 99% of Buffett's wealth was made after he was 50. At 52, Buffett was worth $376 million. At 89, he has an estimated net worth of $80.5 billion. Number 12. Rich people think both Poor people think either or. There are two main types of mentalities when it comes to wealth: scarcity and abundance. Eker says that the poor and middle class have a scarcity mentality. They say there's only so much to go around, there's not enough, we can't have it all. When asked the question, do you want a successful career or a close relationship with your family, poor people would say, a close relationship with my family, of course. A few others will say success in their career. The rich would say, I want both. If I ask, do you want money or do you want to have meaning in your life? The rich would say both. Poor people feel they need to choose either or. The rich think both. Just like changing your thoughts from I can't afford it to how can I afford it, you can also change your thoughts to I can't have that to how can I have both. This takes you out of their scarcity mindset and helps you move to the abundant mindset. This helps in any area of your life. By having the both mentality, you're able to create win-win situations for you and other people around you. Number 13. Rich people focus on their net worth, poor people focus on their income. The rich know that the true measure of wealth is net worth, not income. Don't take me wrong, income and cash flow is important. Eker says that there are four main components to building wealth. Number 1, income. Number 2, savings. Number 3, investments. And number 4, simplification. Income comes in two forms: working income and passive income. Working income is when you earn from a day-to-day job or income taken from a business. Passive income is income you earn without actively working for it. Having income is very important to move on to the next steps. Unfortunately, this is what most people focus all of their time on, just to create income. Making money is one thing, keeping money is another. If you earn money and spend it all, you will never build wealth. So the next step is to put away some money so you can move on to the third step, which is investing. Rich people spend time and energy learning about the different investment options, the risk and rewards, and what fits best for their cash flow and their risk tolerance. The next step is simplification, which means to cut down on some of the unnecessary costs that you might have on your everyday life and live a little below your means. This goes hand in hand with saving to invest. And you can build back your normal lifestyle or even make it better when your investments increase your income. Eker shows us a simple yet powerful exercise to build and keep track of your net worth with a simple piece of paper. On a piece of paper, write down what your net worth is as of today. All of the assets you have minus all of the liabilities. The money in your bank account less all of your debts. Then write down what you want your net worth to be, your objective. And every 2 to 3 months, update on that piece of paper what your net worth is. And that is it. Keeping track of your net worth helps you develop a clear understanding of where you are today and where you want to go. So question, what is your net worth goal in the next year? Number 14, rich people manage their money well, poor people mismanage their money well. One of the most important aspects of being rich is how they manage their money. A poor person with a lot of money will soon be broke. Same with a rich person with little money, eventually they will be rich. By keeping track and managing your money, you will start to get used to handling money. Like Eker says, until you learn how to manage what you've got, you won't get any more. So no matter what amount of money you have, what is important is to start learning how to manage what you have, because that will build the habit of managing money well. And you will be ready when the opportunity to manage more money presents to you. A great way to start is to put 10% of your income after taxes on a financial freedom account. This is money that will be used only to invest, to buy and create passive income streams. Now, Eker recommends to also have a completely different account, where you save 10% of your income to your play account, where you put that money away to play. Because if you only focus on saving all of the money, your responsible side is satisfied, but your fun side is not. So this could actually sabotage your plan when your fun side says, I had enough, and starts spending. Keeping your fun side happy is also important. Question: what are some steps that you will take to start managing your money better? Number 15. The rich have their money work hard for them, the poor work hard for money. Now, I'm not saying that rich people do not work hard. They definitely do, especially when they didn't have any money to work for them. When people tell you that you have to work hard for your money, they're only telling you half this story. What you do after you get the money is just as important. The rich know that the more they can make their money work, the less they will have to, whether this is putting money on business systems, employees, or investment capital. The goal is to become financially free, which means to live the lifestyle you desire without having to work or depend on anyone for money. This is done by creating passive income. When your passive income exceeds the expenses of your lifestyle, you are financially free. There are two primary sources of passive income. One, where money works for you. These are investments such as stocks, bonds, T-bills, money markets, mutual funds, or other assets that can be liquidated for cash. The second one is a business that works for you. This is where you build a business where you do not need to be personally involved for the business to operate. Other things include rental properties, royalties, licensing, etc. The idea is that you set up a business that delivers value to people instead of you. Number 16. Rich people constantly learn and grow. The poor think they already know. Most people try to prove that they are right, that they have it all figured out. I mean, I get it. They don't want to look naive in front of others. The rich, on the other hand, are constantly reading, studying, and developing themselves. Instead of being afraid, they're excited when they don't know something, because then they can use a new tool for their success. When it comes to learning, the cup is always empty, because you can never fill it enough. As Eker says, if you're not as rich or successful as you want to be, there's something you don't know yet. And according to Business Insider, Warren Buffett made about $37 million each day in 2013. As a survey from WealthX shows, that breaks down to $1.5 million per hour every hour of the day. Yes, even when he's sleeping. It also works out to be just over $25,694 per minute. Alright guys, thank you for watching. Make sure to subscribe and be part of the Betterment Society, and now we'll see you in the next video.